So family, this story comes from Illinois. Complaints over SXU police chief leads to mass exodus of campus cops. 11 St. Xavier University police officers have resigned in the past 3 weeks over what they claim is a hostile workplace created by their new police chief who's simply bringing in new standards. So let's get deeper into the story. And so the officers characterized new police chief Melvin Cornelius as cocky and arrogant, and they seem to describe him that way because he brought new standards. And the way that you know that these officers are just bad cops is that he put cameras in the break room that records video and audio. He requires them to wear body cameras. He requires them to have good uniforms. He requires them to be honest. And if they mess up even one time, he said that he will have them prosecuted. So that's why these officers are leaving, and it kind of makes sense. And so some of the officers who were resigning were saying that this new police chief was going to cause problems with safety on campus, but the school kind of shot that one down. And the school said that the police chief acted within his rights to set new standards so that these cops who were doing bad stuff, from what I understand, from what I get from students on that campus, now these cops have to actually behave themselves. And the school brought in a military guy. And when I say military guy, this guy has an extensive military background. So he has very high standards. And I'm no fan of cops. But if more police chiefs were like this guy, absolutely. And this comes from the SXU student newspaper. They did a great job because they show the reason why these cops can't stand this new chief. And what I like is that this man said that there's more to policing than just pulling out a firearm. He mentioned the homeless, people who are depressed, people who are going through a mental health crisis. I do appreciate that. And so I don't trust him because I'm acabdevil. I don't trust any police officer. But I will say this is an improvement. When you can make bad cops leave, and when I can see physical changes, like actual policy that makes cops resign, I can deal with that. So we need more chiefs like this guy who can clean up the mess around this country in law enforcement.